guys have an awesome day. Hello? 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 Let's see. Welcome in. I don't know if y'all guys can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Hello? Okay, y'all can hear me. Let me turn this down. Hello, good morning, son. Good morning, child. Good morning, everybody out there. You might hear my son because my oldest son is taking my little son outside. So I mean to school. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Let me turn this down. So how's everybody doing on this fine morning? It's raining outside. I don't know if y'all can see it. So how's everybody doing on this fine morning? It's raining outside. Can y'all see it? Let's see. No, it's raining outside. Can y'all see it? My work table looking a little messy. All right, so you know, I'm just coming up here to talk, and there's an artwork that I need to finish, and I'm gonna finish it with y'all today. I might come back on Friday. I mean today, later on today, because there's something else I have to do. So I wanted to finish this important work. I also wanted to talk about why I'm creating this work, what inspired me to do it, inspired me to do it. I have two artworks that I am actually working on. So There's one that someone didn't ask me, but I did it for them. Then there's another one that I'm dedicating this to. You know, I hope everybody like it and they interested in it. I'm still trying to figure out if I'm gonna make a hoodie out of it or I'm gonna make a shirt out of it. Let me turn that down. Yeah. Alright. How y'all guys doing this morning? What's up? What's up? I'm just waiting for my tablet to turn on because this I forgot to charge it. I didn't forget I was on it and I fell asleep in front of it. Um, where put that artwork at? I have two of these artworks at the same time. Alright, here we go. So one of the designs that I want to do before I get started with me, how y'all guys doing? What's up? How's y'all weekend about to go? How did y'all week go? I hope y'all got a lot of rest. I got semi rest. It's a lot going on in my apartment. I'm kind of getting frustrated a little bit. I might not be staying here too long because that be the thing that will get me out of there. I am dealing with water bugs, guys. Water bugs. These things, when I was younger, I lived in a complex that was like 6 floors and it had one, two, three, four apartments on one floor as I was growing up. And we dealt with water bugs, roaches, mouses. We dealt with all that because we was living in the projects, and that was common in the projects. Definitely, if you wasn't keeping your apartment very clean, so you was dealing with a lot of that. So, and I remember when I was a kid, I was living with my aunt and my uncle. I love my uncle to death. I love him so much, and we used to get water bugs, and I don't know. I was not I'm so young. I don't remember exactly how we seen it, but all I just remember they used to fly up onto the daggone curtains, and my uncle used to take the broom to try to get it, and it would fly across the room. We all would be screaming and like, "Oh my gosh!" running. So I'm not dealing with quite that. I think I might be dealing with the little ones, and I don't know what's going on. Like I got rid of every insect in my apartment. I'm not dealing with nothing. I thank God for that because I hate bugs, I hate roaches, I hate mouses. So I'm not dealing with none of that. And it's like since I got rid of all those things, now these water bugs are coming in. I never seen water bugs in my apartment. I say maybe one time out of any time I lived in one apartment, I only seen water bugs out of one time out of all my apartments. And I don't know why, but I'm getting a lot of water bugs, and it's kind of creeping me out. I've been good, Hassan. How are you? Hey, Roz. I'm good. Hello, Hassan. Hello, Roz. Hello, Cha. Say the best for last. Hello, Cha. Cha on demand. Um, so I was kind of getting like I'm getting like water bugs, and I hate bugs in my house. I don't care what nobody says. I'm doing good. You doing good? That's good. I think you mentioned my name in one of your YouTube had told me you mentioned my name in one of your lives or your shorts or your videos. Or something said it mentioned you or something like that. So I'm dealing with okay, so I'm glad I caught on. Okay. I thought I was tripping, I was just into myself a little too hard. So I was just like, let me go check it out. Cause I was like I think I'm into myself a little bit, so maybe I'm just exaggerating. Let me just check it out anyway. So So now, first it started. The water bug started in my sunroom. We don't know why it started in there. No, first we had this awful smell in my sunroom. Like I say, son, you gotta clean out everything. I'm the type of person I'm ready to clean up. I pull everything out just to get everything out of my way so I can see everything and make sure that when I put it back, I know it's definitely clean. And I'm like, you gotta take everything out. It is a smell in your room. I don't. It smelled like sewage. So I'm just like, there's no pipes that we bust. The bathroom, no. And so I'm like, okay, the smell went away. I was like, oh, maybe because he had something in his room stinky. We just don't know. Then he's told me he saw a water bug. No, I think the first water bug, I seen the first water bug walking through my hallway and I was screaming. Then I seen my third water bug when I was changing around my living room. So now this is getting excessive now. This is like getting a lot. So then we started seeing them. We saw three in my sunroom. So I was like, you gotta clean out your room because something is in it. It's drawing them in it. I don't know. I don't deal with these things. I'm getting mad. I'm getting scared. I'm getting upset. I don't deal with bugs in my house. Because I don't have a man in my house. Well, I have men, my boys, but I don't have a man in my house to be like, babe, I need you to go kill that. Like, I don't have that. So I have to keep my house at a certain situation where I don't need to ask somebody to do it. So, um, we saw three in my sunroom. Then I said to my son, I said, he told me yesterday, yeah, I found another one, or I saw another one, I killed it. I'm like, well, I don't know, because I'm not catching none in my room at all. Look how God is funny, right? I said that same exact thing. I'm sitting down doing my daughter's hair. I had did my daughter's hair in these nice long box braids. They are black, purple, and pink. She likes it. She remind me of a unicorn. My little ponies, my little ponies. She loves it. I love it. So I was asking her, like, help me. Like, you want these braids so long? Help me. She started crying. She's like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, listen, this is why I'm telling you to do it. Like, I'm telling you to help me. You braid the rest of it while I get them all the way done, and the ends you gotta get done. She was like, no, I don't know what to do. Like, she was literally crying. I was like, Sarah, shut up. Stop. What are you crying for? There's worse things in this world to cry. I might mess it up. My hair's not gonna look right. I said, ew, you really cry. I said, Sarah, I am here. I'm your mother. If you mix it up, I'm going to fix it. So why are you crying? So she stopped crying, but she still was huffing and puffing because she didn't really want to do her hair. So I'm like, baby girl, stop. Just I'm gonna give you one braid, and I'm gonna tell you to fix it. I'm gonna tell you just practice, keep braid on it, braid on it, so that you can know how to braid it. And she wanted longer braids. Now these braids are like at the ridge of the bottom of her butt. She wanted longer ones. I would have gave it to her, but I'm like, girl, you go in the toilet in school, that shit gonna go in the toilet, and I'm gonna be mad because you bringing bacteria in my home. I'm gonna be mad. Y'all told my kids tell you this. She's kind of like a neat freak, a little not a neat freak, but I'm a phobia of bringing bacteria in her home, bugs and stuff. So and I said, no, I think that's a little too long, cause you barely know how to not make your hair touch everything. So you can have it at the ridge of your butt. That's it. They still kind of long, but they look cute. But back to the story. Back to the story. So as I'm doing her hair, one water bug popped out. I said, oh no. Got it on site. So the days go by. I believe I spotted another one. Got it on site. I'm in my bed. I'm chilling. I'm relaxing. I'm actually texting on the phone. I feel something crawling on me. I'm screaming like, ah! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! It's on me! I was so scared. I almost broke my leg jumping out of my room, and it took maybe 20 minutes. I'll give it 10 minutes because I might be exaggerating the story. My son had to kill the bug. My other son is scared of it, and I'm scared of it. So we both holding on each other like, get the bug, get the bug. He's not helping me. So I had to get my oldest son to help me, and he got the water bug for me. We kind of like killed it. It rescued my life. He might be in the bathroom. Tell him it's 7:36. So he kind of rescued my life. So I owe him one because that was a scary situation. So now I have to go to my landlord and tell my landlord I am experiencing a lot of water bugs. I don't know why is that going on. And water bugs have nothing to do with your house being dirty. There's either they say either a leaky pipe, either there is water, stagnant water somewhere, or it's like they feed on dead carcasses. So I'm thinking maybe the smell that we smelled in my son's room, a mouse died in the walls, and the water bugs are eating on it. So now I have to go to my landlord and tell my landlord, I don't know if you have to look into the wall or something, but I am having a lot of freaking water bugs in my apartment, and it's getting it had to nerve to invite itself in my domain. I'm not feeling that. Yeah, get your hat and brush your teeth now. So I'm kind of like a little frustrated on that, but that's nothing compared to what I'm going through. That's nothing. That is annoying though, because I hate, again, bugs in my house. I don't like bugs. Bugs give me a sign of dirtiness. Bugs give me a feeling of like I'm unorganized. That's what it gives me. But if I look around my environment, I know I'm not dirty. I'm not unorganized. I just hate that, and I get a really creepy feeling when I get like bugs in my house, and my kids know I'm like that. I was just like, I'm not playing with the bugs, guys. I can't do the bugs. I could do the bugs a little bit outside, being a gardener, but I cannot do them bugs inside my house. Like, you can be outside the house, I don't care. My sister has a phobia of water bugs. She will cry. Like my little sister and my older sister, they will cry over water bugs. They would cry. My older sister, if she has any inkling that you have water bugs, she's not coming in your house. So I wouldn't tell my sister I have water bugs because she's not gonna come in my house. She's gonna be like, nope, I'll stand outside. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna enter. How about that? I'll stay in the car. That's how scared she is. My other sister, if she see a water bug, she's going to freeze. And she's gonna sit there and she's gonna be like, help me. Like you not gonna know there's a water bug there because she's scared. She's gonna freeze. So I just don't like them because they big and I don't know where they coming from. And most likely, I believe they're coming from my heaters. So I have heaters, as you can see right here, right? This is a heater, and it gives off cool air and it gives off hot air. So I believe it's coming from there. So we have a bit. I got plans. What I got plans to do is I'm going to get a mouse traps and put it all right in front of them. And each heater of the home, I'm going to just put some mouse traps right in front of it. So I don't know if they're gonna crawl on it. I don't know if they're gonna crawl out of here and go up, or they're gonna crawl from bottom here and go down. I don't know. So I seen something on Instagram or TikTok where the guy took sticky traps and put it around his door, his outside of his door, because I guess he was having roaches, and you saw it filled with so much roaches on his sticky trap. I said that's a good idea. Put sticky traps on the outside of your door. So that whatever comes in or out is gonna get trapped. So that's the idea I have to do with this. I'm thinking about putting sticky notes, sticky traps all around this heater, and we're gonna see about it. How does that work? Because I cannot. I didn't get good sleep last night because I was scared. I screamed so loud. I woke up my kids and they was in a deep sleep. So I wasn't. It was a short. Okay. So that was my day last night. I wasn't getting no sleep. I was supposed to come on yesterday. Why did I not come on yesterday? I was cleaning my house actually. Yesterday I was cleaning my house and I wanted my house clean, so that's why I didn't come on yesterday. So I said I'm gonna come on twice today. So I'm coming on later. It might be sipping paint tonight. I'm sipping and painting. I might have my little liquor, and or wine, and we're gonna be sipping and painting today. So I'm going to try my best because my kids they want something else. They might do something else. So that's kind of hard for me to keep on schedule because of my kids. So I hope y'all guys tune in. If I do it, I'm going to post it early up to tell you when I'm coming on. I might come on around um to get my kids settled down, fed and settled. So I give it 8 to 9 o'clock. That probably be the best time to come on. Cause I know everybody's in from work, everybody's gonna chill, they're gonna smoke, they're gonna drink, they're gonna want some entertainment. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I hope y'all guys tune in. And I'm gonna do what somebody told me to do. Somebody told me to post it. Hassan told me to post it and to put it on a post and set it up and everything. So I'm gonna try that out. Um, who's that walking around? Okay. Oh, you leaving? Give me a hug. Don't never leave without telling me later. Oh, he playing? He got Listerine, maybe? How did my camera move? Wait a minute, my camera totally moved. How the heck did that happen? Oh, I know what I did. Oops. You leaving now? Where's your hat at, boy? Give me a hug. Love you. Where's your hat at? Put it on your head. Love you. All right, see you after school. And you better behave. You better not give your teachers no issues. All right, I just moved my camera. I don't even know I moved my camera. And I also found another way how to get me more supporters and more supporters. I found another way. Like I had to figure this out, and I'm still testing it out. And it actually did bring in more supporters. So I'm gonna have to do the work and bring supporters from other areas to my channel because just sitting here waiting on YouTube to just bring people to me, it's gonna be a while to do that. And it's like not knocking how YouTube functions, but I'm going to have to make the footwork. I'm gonna have to promote my channel, go on other platforms, promote my channel, and it's not just gonna be YouTube promoting. It's gonna be other places that I'm gonna be promoting it. Um, I love you. See you later. What was that? What was that? It was glass. What glass? Inside the bag? Okay. That's probably my wine bottle I broke yesterday. My wine, my glass bottle. I mean my glass cup. Okay. So today, I'm going to do this artwork that I am dedicating this artwork to again children that is being AS inside of their own family, inside of their home, by family members, by adults that are exposing young little girls, young little boys to adult activities, and they shouldn't be exposed to this. So I've been watching this case called Zanaya Harris. I don't want to pronounce her name wrong. I've been following that case for almost a year now. I just never went further. I just think that everybody got a hold of it now, and um, I can relate to that story a little bit because I kind of grew up in a home like that, and I'm just happy that someone is. I'm just happy that it's being exposed with this P Diddy situation, with the young girls underage situation, and with R. Kelly and all that stuff. And I'm just like, okay, they're just exposing the industry, but we don't know how much this is happening in homes. We don't know how much this is happening in homes. Being a child of this situation, and not having no one to believe me, not having no one to listen, and thinking of the history that back in the days when Africans were, or the people of the land of darker skin color was in slavery. SA was happening a lot to little kids, to the women, sometimes to the men, and we couldn't speak up. We couldn't tell nobody. It was something that the slave master was doing, and there was no, and the parents couldn't step in, and the parents couldn't help. So, okay, now let's fast forward a little bit. Now, now let's fast forward into when we started getting somewhat freedom, but women at the time couldn't work. So we're talking about we're venturing out to freedom, and we do not have a man in the home, but we wanted to get off the land. How are we doing it? Sometimes having adult activities paid our bills. Sometimes those activities help us to get food on the table. It was almost a common work for women to do this because at the time we could not have a job. We was not able to have a job or money. Like we was not able to have a money unless our husband had money. And if you didn't have a husband, how was you gonna survive? So back in the days, let's go back to slavery time. Sleeping with the slave master gave you somewhat of a little bit of freedom or more goodies. Not saying we enjoyed it, just like we used our central area, our center area to get what we want. So, but remember, sometimes it wasn't getting what we want. This was getting taken from us, even if we didn't want to. It was a common act on. Sadie, what are you doing? It was a common act on to a common act on this plantation for the slave masters to test out their virgins, break them in, and explore our body before our husbands explored it. So, and then they'll either eventually marry us off, or it was never. I'm not saying it was never common that it was a virgin situation. They didn't have virgins most of the time, or all the women got slept on. But a lot of times it was taken from us. Our center area was taken from us. So this is common many years behind. I don't know if many years behind. This is very common. If you do your own research, this is my history. This is my family history. This is my father's history. This was very common for that to happen on the plantation. So now we're talking about that it happened in the industry. Now the industry is blowing up. We're finding out this is what's going on. We finding out that little girls are being traveled across the world so this can happen. We finding out that little girls are going to parties where adults should be saying you should not be here, and I'm not gonna victimize the victim. Period. I don't care how grown I dress. I don't care what I put on. If I am underage, I am underage. My hair, my makeup does not tell me I am beyond that. And you can tell when you have a child in front of you and when you don't have a child. The reason you don't tell is because you don't want to know. You want to get what you get and find out the consequences later. What's that F out and F around and find out statement? And most of the times they say, "Oh, I didn't know she was underage. I didn't know that this was going on." No. If you would have asked enough questions and you would have investigated, if you would have got an ID, you would have got all this, you would have known if who's sitting in front of you. I don't care without the makeup, without this, without that. You would have known who was sitting in front of you. Period. You have to investigate now because nowadays this is what's happening. So now we're getting into there's a case of Nazaria Harris. It's a young 13-year-old girl. I'm not gonna promote that because I don't want to clout chase. It's a young girl who uncle was sleeping with his niece, but he's not a real uncle. He's an uncle because that man was her aunt's husband or boyfriend. She had 5 kids by this man, and come to find out, this man was a predator. He was a predator on. He wound up sleeping with his own child 4 years. Well, allegedly, because I don't think they got deep into that. It's not. I'm not trying to get deep into the story. I'm trying to show you how deep this situation is. He was a predator. He done did things to other little girls, and he done did things to the children, his children's mother, family, young family members, and they told the family, told the mother, told the grandmother, told the aunties. No one did nothing, right? Hey Joshua, right? Wow, right. And the family didn't do nothing. Now I can relate to this, right? This happened to me 8 years old, and it continued happening to me till I was I don't even remember. It was so long ago. I think 16 or 19. And I eventually told someone, and it happened to me from a friend, a neighbor that we was calling family, a neighbor. And as I got older, I'm realizing this person wasn't my family. And it happened from family members. This also happened to me from family members. So, and it was when I was 8, when I was very 8, I was 8 years old, I was young, and I was 8 years old. It started 8. Don't know, just want to be around people, not knowing you not supposed to be around someone like that. Not even. I don't know how to break it down. It was long ago. I just know that I was 8 years old, and I eventually told somebody. I believe when I was 16, 19 years old. No one believed me. Till this day, it continued. To this day, the family of the person that it happened, they don't talk to me. And we was close like this. They don't talk to me. They just like, what do you want? And they know why. And all the many years, I always thought it was my fault. I thought I did something wrong. Cause I always heard the word fast. Oh, she's fast. Oh, she always being in men's faces. She always this, she always that. And come to find out, my family had us around a lot of males. Like around that side of the family, it was a lot of males, barely females. And every one of those males was called a family. Like, oh, these are your uncles, these are your cousins, and it happened from old and young, and it happened from my uncle. It happened from um, a male cousin. It happened from another male cousin. It happened from a neighbor, and I'm not gonna tell details. So now listening to this little girl's story, and when families is saying online, and they're saying I was there for her, she could have came to me, and this and that. Um, I knew they was lying because I've been in that same situation. I could tell you, I had police officers in my family, and they couldn't do nothing. They did. They tried. They tried and they cried, and that's all. Once they cried and they seen what was going on, they never turned back again. It was like, I'm not going back over there. That's stupid. So, I'm hearing this little girl's story, and it's just giving me flashbacks, and everyone is reporting about this stories. Everyone is saying that how everyone felt her and all this other stuff, and the closest family members felt her, and she was a product of not being wanted by some of her family members, right? And situations like I couldn't keep her because of this situation, or I couldn't keep her because it was a relation that was not meant to happen, you know. And then when something goes wrong, everybody in the woodwork pops up to, hey, I was here, like I was there for you, I was this and that. Don't worry, I was there. I loved her, and you wasn't there because if you was there, this man had access to her. So anyway, so I want to dedicate this design to that situation because this is commonly commonly happening in a lot of homes that people don't know. And we're not gonna just say this is a black thing. This is not just a black thing because you have incest happening in a lot of cultures. And that's what you're gonna just call it, incest. I don't know if YouTube's saying I can't say that, but just that's what's really going on inside these homes. And when you're young, you can't do nothing about it. When you don't have a support group, you can't do nothing about it. Even the even the school felt this young little girl. The school felt the school. The school felt her. So it's like, cause I don't know if this is an awkward situation. I know if I have any inkling of what's going on, I am going to tell. I'm gonna tell the parent first, and I'm gonna see what the parent gonna do about it. And then if I don't see the parent do anything about it, I'm going to the next step. Period. So I'm going to say something about it. I am not going to let that go. It is what it is. And a lot of people are using this situation as clout. They're online saying a whole bunch of other stuff. Someone said out their mouth that this young girl was being fast. And I think that is so wrong to say about a child that's having adult actions forced on top of them. I think that is so wrong. I think that is so wrong. That is minimizing what's going on, and you're blaming the victim, and you're not blaming the predator. You're not blaming the person that's preying on the victim, man or female, right? I even spoke to older gentlemen, older gentlemen, about when. Okay, let me tell you this. When an older gentleman tells you that when they started having adult activities at a young age, the first thing you're going to do is ask, how old were you and who was it? Some of them is going to say, oh, it was a family member. I mean, not a family member. It's going to be a babysitter. Right? So some of them is going to say it was a babysitter. And this babysitter was a woman. The most of the ones I speak to was a woman. I don't know about the little boys that was a male that happened to them. I don't think I wanted to go that deep and understand that situation, which I believe it happens. I just is like I can't see that. So some of them say, "Oh, it was my babysitter," or it was another child that did it. That happened. This happened to, right? So I'm gonna be drawing while I'm doing this. So it was another family member. It was a babysitter, or it was or it was a friend. Like we was playing house. Now remember Christian Rock? She spoke of it. Now this household with this little girl came in. They said it was 20 people and more, maybe 20 people, at least seven. But it was a lot of kids, and it was about a few adults walking around the house. And she was a pretty little girl. She was real pretty. She was a pretty little girl. My family see me say this. I told family members. I told family members that this happened, and they never believed me. They probably believed me, but they didn't know how to handle it, so they just was like get out of here. Um, Sorry, I'm just trying to do this art at the same time. I hate when I can't draw and talk at the same time. Mm, what was I doing? So, and I would speak to guys. I would speak to guys. I would ask them. That's a good question, women. If y'all are on the dating scene, right? That's a good question to ask a gentleman. Like, when did he lose his virginity? And like I asked one guy that I was dating. No, I wasn't dating. Good lord, excuse me. Pause. We was kind of talking or whatever, and I asked Um, I asked my husband this. My husband actually lost his virginity late. So that's a good question to ask a person when you getting to know them when they lose their virginity. So I asked the guy this, like, when did they lose their virginity? And he was kind of proud that he lost his virginity. He was like, "Yeah, I lost that such and such, da da da." And then I was like, "What age?" And he was like, he said 8 years old. So I said, "From who?" So he was like, "It was from a babysitter. He about to give me a story. He about to be in, like, yeah, she was bad, all this other stuff." And I'm like, so then me and him was trying to talk. We really was trying to talk. We really was trying to get at it. So, um, he was like, "Yeah, she was bad, this and that. I was amped up, da da da." And I was like, "Oh wow, okay." So then I looked at him and I said, "Can I ask you a question? I don't want you to get offended. I'm not trying to say nothing to disrespect you or to minimize what happened." So I said, so I asked him, I said, "So what so he had kids," and I was like, "So what went wrong with your baby, your kid's parents?" "Oh, we was young, this and that. I went through my own thing, this and that, yada yada." So I said, "Okay, cool." So I said, so I said, I said to him, I said, "So do you think that, so okay, after this experience with this babysitter that you thought was awesome, right?" I was like, I said it to him, and I was like, "So how was your experience later on?" Like, he was like, "Yo, I was trying to get at everything. At once when I get that feeling, I was like, I'm trying to get at everything. I was hitting everything coming. I was like, boom, but thank God I ain't getting no disease. But I was trying to get everything coming." And I was like, "So you felt good after you had this experience, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, nah, nah." And I was like, "Do you don't? So do you think that?" I said something about, like, "Do you think the reason why you had those experiences, you don't think that you was too young having sex?" And he was, oh, excuse, no, race that YouTube. "You don't think that you was a little too young having adult interactions?" And he was like, "No, like I was just hitting everything, da da da." And I was like, "Well, at 8 years old, you don't consider that as taken advantage of?" And he was like, I was like, "So did you don't think that that's why maybe the relationship you had with your ex-wife, that that's why you're not that's why you're not you're not with her?" He got mad. He was like, but he acknowledged what I was saying. He got mad, but he kept speaking the truth. And I was like, "So we're gonna say that you got taken advantage of at 8 years old, and you're trying to condone that and keep in your inner feelings that you didn't get touched on." And he got so mad. We even actually stopped talking. Like, not really talking. We still talk, but it wasn't like the same anymore. Like, and I knew, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I think I ruined something," because I was trying to show an example of. I was just trying to have a conversation, and I think I made him feel weird. And but slash the funny words, slash forget all the jokes and the smiling situation. You have that really going on today, and you have young men. This is happening to young men, and it's happening to somebody really. It's happening. It's going on with people that is close to your kids that you're giving so much access to. Like I told y'all guys before, I had a conversation about I had a conversation on somebody live about that. And I said, "You can have all the friends you want. You can have whoever in your house. The problem is how much access are you allowing them to have with your kids? You never allow any adult, not even the parent, that much. As a woman, I don't even let my children's dad have that much access to them. They get all the access to they want, but when it comes down to that privacy access, no, you have to ask your child that that's what they want. When it comes down to being in the bathroom, comes down to hygiene, comes down to looking at them, you must ask them first, like, is it okay? Or are you comfortable? And they will tell you, no, don't do that. Like, I don't want my kids stop me from being around them at the age of, they 13 now. I could get them 7 or 10 years old, when I wasn't allowed to help them wash up, when I wasn't allowed to look at them, when I wasn't allowed to touch them anymore, when I wasn't allowed to be in the same bathroom. They could be in the bathroom with me, right? In the shower, on the toilet, they in the bathroom. But I can't be in there with them. So I gave them that respect. So anytime, like, if my daughter or my son be like, "Mom, something not right," I asked them. I said, "Listen, are you okay for me to, And they'll say, "Yeah." So, and I'll just go boop boop, and that's it. I won't be like, "Oh my gosh, oh my," I won't do that. Cause I'll give them the respect and the privacy, and so that they don't feel awkward, or they don't feel like something is not right, like something was violated. So, I'm sorry, I hate when I talk. So, and this is what's going on with a lot of kids today, and people don't know it, and it's how much access you are giving somebody to your child. Like, I don't care how close of a friend you are. I don't care how close are you. I'm not giving you access, man or woman, man or female, right? I'm not giving people that many access to my child. Even when I tell my kids in school, I said, listen, I tell my daughter, I say to her, do if you don't feel comfortable, like, I don't care if it's a female or male, right? If you don't feel comfortable being alone with that adult, a teacher, in the same room, in the hallway, you have every right to say, listen, can we at least open the door, or can we say this in an area where there's another adult, or I don't feel comfortable with you being alone with you, so can we? You have every right to say that. If you don't feel comfortable, say that. Do not be, and I don't care if they threaten you. I don't care if they say to you like, "Oh, we know your mother. This is what's gonna happen." Like, you speak up for yourself. Definitely for my daughter and my son. I say the same thing to my son, because sometimes it will happen to little boys, and little boys won't tell you. They won't tell you. They'll just be like holding it in, and you'll see like they behavior changing. You'll see like they catching more attitudes. Exactly right, right, Roz. And little boys won't tell you. They will just hold it in, cause this thing of being a man, and you don't know, and they might be embarrassed. So I definitely tell my son, like, do not let nobody make you feel uncomfortable with an adult. Right, encourage, respect. Yeah, yeah. Express your feelings. Like, I have an issue now. Like, my kids got an issue now in school. They speak too much for themselves. They speak up too much. Right, tell everything, everything. I don't care. Even if my child is same, they like um, the same, um, when they're interested dating someone of the same likings of themselves, right? So I tell them, I don't even care if you're scared to tell me, because you know how I feel about the situation. But I don't care. You better tell me before the streets tell me, because I'm gonna be more mad at that than you telling me, because I can adjust more better you telling me than someone in the street telling me about my child. So I tell them even that. So, and I have an issue. I got issues now in school that my kids speak too much for themselves, and the teachers don't like it. They like Miss Eyes, your son today. What happened to my son today? Tell me what happened. Please tell me what happened to my son today. Your son today. And I'm like, okay, my son speaks up for himself, so I know I don't have no issue with that. And so I tell my kids that when it comes down to school, because a lot of these things are happening in school too. Because they just arrested a gentleman from Detroit. He was a security guard in one of these schools. They said they caught him on camera. You take care of your son. He tells you what get on at this. Yup, yup. I can't tell both parents, but mother is yeah, you right. You right. Cause if a son tells their father that this happened to them, I think the father's gonna snap. I think the father's gonna say, you know what? This person who did this to my child don't deserve to thank God for some sunlight. So there's many reasons why I don't. There's many reasons why children decide to just tell the mother. And I'm not saying suggesting that. I'm saying tell both parents. Tell both parents. Anybody that you can get help with, just tell them. Because it's hard for them to hear it, but I'd rather you was able to tell me, talk to me and tell me that this is what's going on with you. And so it's this young. I'm gonna work on this design. I'm gonna work on it. It's not gonna be fast. I'm gonna take my time because I really want to take this shirt out. I mean this design. I really want this design to really come out and be nice. Because all right, let's get back to the case, right? So now that the information is out that don't rush, just take it easy. Right, Joshua? Parents don't play that about situations in school. Listen, let me finish talking about that. So they just arrested this security guard. They said it was a 14-year-old and a 23-year-old security guard. Let me tell you about that. But so the reason how they figured this out was because they seen that the security guard and this child went into a stairway area where there's no cameras, no nothing, and they went in there and it was 20 minutes that they came out the area. 20 minutes. They took 20 minutes to cook. I guess it's a camera coming in and a camera, but a camera when you walk in, but not in the area. And there's a camera when you walk out. So it took them 20 minutes to get out this area. So I guess after that they was investigating when they found out that he was having adult actions with this child. So he said, "I'm always mommy's boy," and they arrested him. And come to find out, I don't know if that's true or not. I didn't investigate that. Well, I ain't doing investigation. I didn't see that or look forward to that. So this is happening into the school not once but twice. So now that this situation happened with this young girl, Zanaya Harris, people are coming out and saying, yes, this is what happened in my home too. It was one lady, she was on somebody's channel and she was crying and she was like, her mother was helping her. This happened. Everybody was doing drugs, everybody was doing this, and they was actually pawning her off to get they high. And it was sad because I was like, oh wow, like This is crazy. Like, this is more common. And you don't have to be in a drug filled home. I'm telling you that right now. You don't have to be in a drug filled home to this. You could be in a home completely normal with everything and everything, and it still happens to that child. Don't know why. I think it's just the mindset of the people in the home. So, so everybody now is coming out saying, yeah, this is happening. So I saw one show. Y'all look up Zanaya Harris, a 13-year-old young girl who was got pregnated by her uncle. Family knew, the aunt knew that she was pregnated, not pregnated. She was pregnant with her children's dad baby, and he looked up how to get rid of a pregnancy because it was told that she said, um, you better handle this because, or I will. And this is her niece now. And he looked up drinking antifreeze. Antifreeze is something you put inside of a car. So we still don't know if this gentleman gave it to her and something went wrong and he got weirded out and did something because she didn't survive after drinking the antifreeze. They can't find her. They can't find this little girl. This girl been sitting in the home, grandmother taking care. She was residing in the grandma house with other kids. The grandmother adopted her with other kids was adopting. And see, people would know the lifestyle this is from people who know the lifestyle. I live this lifestyle. Let's just put it. I live this lifestyle. When you have a family member just wanting you for money and just got you in a home for money. You're getting food stamps, you're getting Medicaid, you're getting cash. And if you're not even living in a home no more, they're still to try to rake all them benefits and tell the government chase them and say, hey, this person is no longer living in this home, and they still would take benefits. It happened to me already. And so she was taking care of majority of her grandkids, adopting them when she shouldn't have them because she has a history of her children running away, being SA. That is the daughter of the little girl, being SA, being, let's say, being forced to have adult actions on her. And it actually happened to her as a child. So let's not get too deep in the case. Let's not get too deep in the case. Because that's not really what it's about. I'm not really trying to get this case going on. Um, so what else we doing? Okay, so this is what happened to her as a kid. And she this is what happened to her as a kid. So she is in I totally forgot what I was saying. Good Lord. It slipped out of my mind. But besides that, this is what's happening. Period. And they can't find the little girl. The little girl is missing. They don't know where she at. They don't know what happened to her. They just know she was pregnant and we're looking for a little girl. Period. And that's why I want to dedicate not this just to her. I want to dedicate this design to all the children out there that is living in a home that's like that and they're going through something, and I want them to feel like they're not alone. Like, there's people to go when you get older. Don't just deal with it. Don't just sit back and say I will get over it. Go to counseling, go get help, go get all the things that you need just to live a happier life. Because I'm not gonna lie, I went through trauma myself, and I didn't know I was suffering from PTSD until I went to counseling, and I figured out this is PTSD, right? And it resulted to reactions I done did with my kids and all this other stuff. So that's why I want to dedicate it, because it kind of like I could relate to the little girl, and I'm just like, wow, if anybody could help her. And I sometimes say, God took her home. God said, no, this is my daughter. Y'all are not going to disgrace her. You're not going to put her on this earth to harm her anymore. Keep her on this earth to harm her anymore. I'm taking her home. And God took her home. That's how I took it. Like, God took her home. God took her home. God said, you're not doing this to my child. I'm finishing up this other artwork too. And and I feel like this is why I'm doing this point blank. There's no deeper situation in it because I can understand where this little girl's coming from. I understand what lifestyle it was. I understand it. And this is not to get people to be like, um, she's doing something about this. No, this is to every child that's going through this. Every child. And people need to ask. People need to help. People need to see. People need to say. People, neighbors need to stand up to find out what's going on with not find out, but you got this thing, hush it, don't tell, mind your business. What I told you, I don't like the mind your business when it start affecting children, so that law needs to break. People need to get that notion out of their head because minding your business with a child going through something like that is not cool. And the people that's being affected is the kids. Is the kids. When it comes to minding your business. Because when that happened to me, it was mind your business. It was whatever happened in my home, don't tell. So I couldn't tell if I wanted to. I was young. I was scared that somebody was going to beat my butt if I said anything. So when I hit my likes, don't forget to hit my like button, guys. So that's why I'm kind of like bringing it, doing this art dedication. Y'all going to see it once I'm done with it. I want to take my time with it. I think it's almost done, but I want to take my time with it. I don't want to rush this situation. I want it to be good. I want it to be a good design. I might I might get my kids on it to help with it because I know my son can help with it. Just wanna stand there and watch me. It's alright because I like the way it hurt. And that's why I don't give people access to my babies. I don't give people access to my babies at all. I don't care what nobody say. I'd rather safe than sorry than me having to deal with the consequences that if I stepped in and not let it happen, it would have never happened. Only if I was more vigilant on what's going on, it would never happen. right? So that's why I'm very careful how I'm letting people in my kids' life. I will be alone or by myself before I let somebody come in and do something to my kids. I don't care what nobody say. Nobody's gonna do nothing to my babies. I don't care. You can say whatever you want to my kids. As long as you don't put your hands on my kids, I don't care. Because people gonna always have something to say. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you don't touch my kids, as long as you ain't doing nothing that's gonna really mess them up in the head. I really don't care. So again, guys, I might come on again at 9 or 8 o'clock. We're gonna do some sip and paint. If I don't come, I'm gonna post it up. I'm gonna put a post up, sip and paint at 9 or 8, and I'm just gonna chill because there's other things I gotta do too on these lives. There's other things I gotta do. I will come back on. So when I get it done, I hope y'all like it. I hope y'all like the design. I'm gonna take my time with it. I'm not rushing. I don't care. Um, so and two, when I seen that people was now coming out saying this, I was like, wow, this is real common than what it's real common. And I want to know if the world's gonna really actually pay attention to this. So one person, I can't believe they said that though. One person said, "Oh, cause she fast." Like I guess you wanted. I don't know if you was chasing clout or what you was doing, but I guess you wanted a response so somebody could say, "Oh, why you saying that about my niece?" All this other stuff. Like, what do you mean because she fast? That's where we normalizing shit. That's when we normalizing what's supposed to be going on with the child. Why was she fast? That's the real question. If you felt that, then why do you think she's behaving that way? Why do you think that? And what you need help? It's hard to come in with the key. Jimmy, hold on, I'm coming. It was hard to get in. So like, what made her behave this way? That's the main question. It's not about the child was acting fast. It's about what made her behave this way. It's like a child screaming for help. If you're not, what? Why is she screaming for help? That's the question. I don't know if I'm on my camera or I'm on my phone. I'm gonna leave that alone for a minute, and let's see if we can get some earrings. And this person is, she got some earrings going on here. I want that silver. Let's do gray. I'll do some earrings in her ear. Why am I want to use my phone? I don't know if I'm gonna use my phone. So this is why I want to do that design, because I just want to do it. It might not mean nothing to y'all, but it means something to me. And the government needs to. I don't know if the government, whoever, needs to do more about making sure these kids are well protected. I don't know how we're gonna do that, but they need to build better laws. They need to get ACS involved. Why did I do this? What was I doing? I don't know what I was doing. They need to get ACS much involved. Okay, that's what I was doing. They need to get ACS much involved in these foster homes. That is because I was in a foster. It was like a foster. It was guardian home, and they need to do better, way better, because they fell. They was felling then, and they still felling now. And the thing with the 24-year-old guy who was doing that to a 14-year-old girl, I think age really matters too. Like, I'm sorry for the ones that are mature and they won't do nothing like that. But I believe 100% that age does matter when it comes down to being around a bunch of kids. Like, age does matter strongly. And if you're not mature enough to be old enough to curve yourself to deny a child being interested into a child. I don't think that kids being that young, I think they kids from 25, definitely the maturity. I still from even 20, I give it to 22, 23. I still think you're a kid at that age because being 22, 23 myself, I was very immature as a kid. I still had a lot of growing up to do, and to take a 22 man to say to make them um responsible for children. I don't care if it's teaching, I don't care if it's a doctor, I don't care if it's a nurse, I don't care if it's a police officer, a security guard. I just think that being around children or dealing with children, I think that's a little too young of age because a lot can happen at that age. I'm sorry for the ones that are mature, I'm sorry for the ones that do behave properly, but to keep my child and every other child safe, I think there should be appropriate age when it comes down to dealing with children. Um, because a lot of these times this is going on with people that is younger, and not saying giving um like a pass because this young girl was living with her grandmother. She was living with her grandmother. Um, so not saying that older adults won't do it, but when it comes down to school and being a doctor and doing anything that got to deal with kids, I just really think that it should be an age limit. Because I know I was very immature and young. You could not, at my age, have me responsible for no child. Because a lot could have happened. A lot could have happened. Somebody could have got hurt. That kid would have walked all over me and did whatever they want. Because I was a kid myself. I was a young kid myself. One time I was trying to adopt one of my family members, and they could have came with me because I was the only one that could have did it, but they was like, "Nah, she's very immature. We cannot allow her to do it because we're looking at it like, it's a potential harm because it could be some type of close relation. Like they both could be seen at the mind state of the same level. Like even though she's 23 and the younger was younger, a lot could have happened. So they was like, no, we need somebody with a strong. And I when I was young, I didn't agree. I was like, no, what are you talking about? I'm raising my own kids. Ain't nothing going on with my own kids. But as I got older, I realized what they were talking about. I was not in no what's the name to raise nobody else's kid. I was just trying to be Captain Savior Ho. That's what I was trying to be. My choice in men wasn't good. My relationships wasn't right. So, mm-mm, that wasn't a good idea. They made the best choice, but they need to do better within these systems. The birds is chirping over here. It's making me feel like spring is in the air. Y'all hear them? I hope y'all can hear the birds. They chirping like crazy. We're gonna stand here and watch me burn. flip this upside down because this is not working. There we go. We're gonna put a little gray in there. I don't know if it was gold, but y'all wanna see what I'm doing? Let me see if I could. Y'all wanna see what I'm actually drawing? Cause I don't know if y'all can see. It's gonna stand here and watch me burn. Let's see if y'all can see. Oh, y'all can't see. Y'all can't see what I'm drawing here. Y'all can't see. The point, let me see if I could turn down right. I don't know how to. Do I got settings on this camera? Can this camera go up close? Oh, y'all can see it right now. Right. Okay, so there we go. Y'all can see it a little bit. Let me show you. I like the angle of the camera. I don't even want to mess it up. I like the angle of it. You don't hear them birds chirping, and birds is chirping like crazy out there. want to move this. I know people probably saying like, "Oh, she probably got on glasses so she can look cute." Guys, these are my real glasses. I really need these. I have two pair. I left my other pair in my husband's car, so I don't know. I gotta get those soon. And um, I gotta get my glasses back. That's what I'm saying. Yep. Gotta do that. Gotta get my car. Gotta get my glasses. Gotta get my glasses. Gotta get my glasses. Mm-hmm. We're going to mix this up with a little bit of. I think I'm gonna put some gold in it. Still learning my colors, but hopefully that will make it shine. I think that's good enough. Then we're going to bring out that other earring. Still silver. Yeah, I believe. I believe it. Guys, did y'all do your taxes yet? I hope y'all did your taxes. Get them in early, guys. Get them in early. Play some music, man. Just gonna stand here and watch me burn.
Yeah. Falling into love hurts just as much as falling out of it. But I'll scrape my knees and scar my shins. I hope you never doubted that I'm down for you. Wanna hit the town, make it loud, be a clown for you. Or maybe we could be a Romeo and Juliet, except without the age difference, and we can forget the death. Cause this is love at first sight, there's no doubt in my mind. And don't ever forget by the time, cause you're mine. And I'll spend every second chilling with you. Like this, that vintage Nickelodeon innocence love. Innocence the type of if we fight, let's chill and make up. You're one in a million base stubs, but to me you're like a lottery. There's a lot of fish in the sea, but you're a catch that's so startling. Baby, I know that there's a lot to do, it's awful too. And in your past there's a lot to chew. I'll buckle up, like your burden's a weight to carry, but it lessens at a steady rate. And I'll be by your side, like your phone pocketed on second dates. Honestly, I just want some acknowledgement for confidence and compliments, but maybe I'm not hitting the dot, but I'm still taking my shot. I'ma practice it, go again, and you can show me around, and you can even boil your friends. Like I know that they'll be talking with their dissonant whispers, but shiver me timbers if they can rock the relationship. Do you know who you playing with? I'm feeling like Midas, but you was going to begin with. I didn't help in the slightest day.
What did they need?
Of course he's gonna hang around for more. It's sort of like a drug. It's addicting.
And ooh, girl, I'm addicted to you. You're my dopamine and joy. Make me forget and then ask coy. Oh, ooh, girl, let me know what to do when I'm just thinking of you. You're the one I'm addicted to. Yeah.
wait. Please tell me you still there. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know this. Hold on. This is New Orleans stuff. Let me see if you're still in the room. I hope so. Let me see. Show chat. Hey, Minds. Hey, 1983. Oh my gosh, it's not even showing me the full chat. I'm gonna have to go into my other thing. Where is the chat? Say the days go by and a bigger love and families. Hey 1983, don't forget guys to hit the thumbs up. I can't see my chat. I don't know what's going on with my chat, but Nightbox not letting me sleep my chat. Let me fresh it. Oh my gosh, I think I see Mines. It came in here. How you doing, Mine? We waving. I'm sorry I didn't see you. I was so into getting this, doing this drawing. This, when I get into it, I'm just into it. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't see you. Thank you for the support. Mine's I seen your live, your last haul. You was like, you went to Dollar Tree. If I'm not up to date, that's the video that I got notified on and I watched it. You did a lot of savings, I know that for sure. Big love in the family. Said the days go by. What time is this? 10? I'm not gonna stay on here too long because I got to get ready for today. Got a lot of other things to do. I think this is a favorite. I'm just like this week tutorial. I know I gotta get some rest because I didn't sleep good last night. If y'all heard what I was going through last night, I did not sleep good. I'm gonna be tired. Gotta dim that down a little bit because this is the brightest thing on the page. Take that gray. I'm gonna go over it lightly. Ain't nobody fuck with me. I ain't fucking nobody. Mm-mm. Nope. Mm-mm. When I get so in tune into my doing it, I don't like stopping at all. I wasn't really. Mm-mm, mm-mm. one more thing. Oh man, that would have been pretty to put in there. Give it some color. I'm here to you. I'm here to you. Welcome in, guys. Thank you very much. Support team. They put that in my thing. You came back? How you doing? I'm sorry, I keep missing you every time, and my chat is not showing me that you came in. I don't know what's going on here, so let me try to go in and then go back in. I can't even see my chat on here. Let me see. Supposed to allow me to kick. It's supposed to allow me to see. Maybe where am I at? I'm in the studio area, so let's see. There gotta be another area to go into. Oh, chat box. That's the chat box. You can't see it here. It's not allowing me to see the chat YouTube either. I don't know what YouTube doing. So okay. I think I'm done with this artwork. There's nothing else I can do here. If I do decide to do anything else, I think it's just gonna over exaggerate it. And then more work I have to do. I just wanna do that real quick. See what it's gonna come out to be. Alright, I think I did enough. So probably by tonight I'll show the results of this artwork. Y'all didn't see it. I'm kind of glad. Y'all see some of it, but not all of it. So when I'm done with this artwork, I guess I'm done. I'm gonna go over it a little bit. I'm gonna get some rest because I am tired. I didn't get good sleep yesterday. Um, so that artwork is done. I will show it maybe tonight if I get enough rest today to come back on. It's Friday, why not chill? I need to sip and paint. So y'all will know if I'm coming back on if I post it up onto my live. I'm gonna post it up. I'm gonna put a post showing that I'm coming back on between 9 or 8 in between that time. Um, to finish the other design I gotta make. So I'm gonna end this live because I am tired. I'm gonna take me a little nap, and I'll see y'all later. See y'all next time. Reading Rainbow, I can't go anywhere. You take a look, cause in a book.